nature's best, Bobtail.
Now, we here at Expresso love to help you take the best care of your pets by giving you very valuable advice. Now, one question I always wanted to know is, if you're an active person, I mean, how much exercise is too much when you do exercise with your dog? Now, it is, of course, Friday, which means our resident celeb vet, Dr. Roy Aronson, pays us a visit to take all your general pet questions surrounding, whatever questions you might have. And also with us as a commissioning editor for Expresso from SABC3, we have Marita Greenand with us. There we go, guys. Good morning and welcome. Very nice to have you guys. Just that number, if you do want to call, 083 91 33728. You can ask Dr. Roy that question you've always been wanting to ask your vet. So, Dr. Roy, the question that I wanted to know is, if you love your pets and you love exercise, you probably exercise with them, but how much is too much? How do you tell?
Okay, if you're fit and your dog is unfit, then you need to get your dog fit. Don't expect your dog to do what you can do if he or she is not used to it. If you are overweight and your dog is overweight, bear in mind that you're going to get fit, you're going to lose weight. Make sure that your dog exercises and loses weight gradually with you. Don't overdo it. If you just, use yourself as a model. If you are unfit, you'll take it easy. And in the same way, when your dog is unfit, you must take it easy. Right. Get him fit. Don't take him out for a 10-kilometer run. On his first run, he or she, just get him fit. That's really important. Yeah, it's very important.
Okay, cool. Very, very nice advice there. Marita, I believe you have a couple of questions of your own for Dr. Roy.
Absolutely. My dog is pregnant at the moment. And I remember the first time she got pregnant, and I was so worried about it. When is she in trouble? Yeah. When is a dog that gives birth in trouble, and when do you have to call the vet in? Okay. And when do you help?
It's a great question. Just a few very brief landmarks. Within 24 hours of birth, there is a mucus plug that comes away, and that's a discharge, a valval discharge. Within 24 hours of birth, she can also develop, her mammary glands will have milk in them or colostrum. So those are general landmarks, but there is a very specific landmark which I like to advise people about. Within half an hour of giving birth, the placenta starts coming away from the uterus, and there is a special pigment. It's called utroverdin, but what you will notice is it's gunmetal green. And as the placenta comes away from the uterus, there is a gunmetal green discharge. And I tell people, put a white sheet down in the birthing area, put white paper, because it's very distinctive. And as this placenta comes away, there will be a gunmetal green discharge. And the puppies should be born within half an hour of that discharge. And if they're not, you need help. That's the time to take your dog to the vet and let the vet take over. It's a really, I can't express it enough. Gunmetal green discharge, half an hour, no puppies, problem. Get a vet.
It's good to know these things.
Yeah,
it's good to know these things.
Because you panic. I think you really panic.
You do panic, exactly. It's a scary thing, the birth of your puppies,
Then clipping of nails. The clipping of nails. What is the best way to keep those nails intact without hurting them?
Well, I've brought along a selection of things, and just very briefly, you have to distinguish between a sharp nail and a long nail. Sometimes nails, the puppy's nails can be very sharp and they're not necessarily long. And then if you're at home and you don't have a nail file like this one here, which is purpose-made with a little curved blade, if you're at home and you don't have that, then an emery board, a straightforward emery board is fantastic. And just blunt the nails. That sometimes serves a purpose. If you're going to clip, I like a big, strong, heavy clipper. And just bear in mind, the nail has a little blood vessel and a little nerve in it. And as the nail grows longer, so that little blood vessel and nerve migrates down. But at the end of the day, if you clip the claw and there's a little bit of blood, I mean, it's really not a train smash. People are, ooh, you hurt my dog. They hardly feel it. Well, sometimes they do, obviously. But it isn't a major problem. Just take a bit of cotton wool, put it on the bleeding claw. You can even take a bit of masking tape to tape it onto the claw. It stops within a few minutes. There's, thank goodness, a clotting mechanism. And just a very brief aside, there's a special disease, a disease of clotting, where the dogs have a bleeding tendency. It sometimes happens in Doberman pinschers. And one of the things that we do to check it is we clip the claw just a little bit short and time the clotting. And sometimes these dogs take 20 minutes, 30 minutes to clot. So we can use that as a yardstick for measuring disease.
Guys, thank you so much. Marita, I hope you have some good answers there for your questions.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Great stuff, Dr. Roy. Thank you so much.
Thanks, you.
So we hope we've answered some of your questions as well. So let us know on our Facebook page if you do have any other questions. I know that Dr. Roy will be looking at our Facebook page as well. Right now, let's go over to Kia with some very interesting news of humans this time.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.